You didn't slam the door, you just stopped showing up. No thunder in your goodbye, just a cold, empty cup. But silence has a way of screaming louder every day. Your voice was once my saving grace. Now it's the ghost I can't replace. I'd rather you had cursed my name than let the quiet light the flame. You disappeared without a fight, but I still bleed from every night. You said nothing and that said it all. Now I'm the one who takes the fall. Your silence is my storm, ripping through where love was warm. No lightning flash, no crashing sound, just every breath that lets me down. You walked away without a sound. Now every echo pulls me down. No goodbye, no uniform, just your silence and my storm. I begged for just a single word, but you vanished like a song unheard. The walls still hold your gentle weight, but they can't speak, they just vibrate. I'd take a war, I'd take the blame, but silence is the cruelest game. You left me drowning in your calm, while I burn without a bomb. Your silence is my storm, tearing through my second form. No final cry, no closing scene, just shattered glass and what has been. You left a void I can't escape, a wound too wide for time to shape. Now love's a war I can't reform, thanks to your silence in my storm. Don't need fists to break a man. Sometimes silence is the plan. No need to fight, no need to stay. You crushed my soul the quiet way. Your silence is my storm, a hurricane that feels lukewarm. The quiet kills more than the fire. It drains the blood, it builds the wire. Now I scream just to feel alive, but nothing answers when I cry. Love was the calm, now it's the harm beneath your silence. Is my storm. And if you ever come back home, you find the ruins and me alone. We're inches close, but miles apart. You're breathing near, but not in heart. I feel your shadow when you move, but not the fire we once knew. You stir your coffee like a ghost. I fake a smile I needed most. We used to talk until the dawn. Now words feel heavy, come out wrong. We're standing in the same old place, but I can't find your face. What happened to the space we shared? Now all that's left is what's not there. It's the air between us, cold and wide, the silent war we learned to hide. You look at me, I look away, both of us afraid to say it. I fake a yawn, like nothing here is going wrong, but I still ache for who we were before love lost its voice and blood. We used to light up every room. Now silence is the loudest tune. It's the air between us thick with doubt, but drowning in what won't come out. You turn to go, I almost speak, but my courage feels too weak. We're tethered by what used to be, a fading trace of you and me. Still breathing, but not close enough through the air between us. One word, one tear could break this spell, but pride has built this quiet hell. Do you feel it too, or just pretend? Are we lovers or just the air? It's the air between us, short and still, a quiet we can't seem to kill. One last kiss, now it feels too late. One more chance, we hesitate. I wanna fight, I wanna stay, but something's pulling us away, and we both know what's left to us is the air. The air between us. You're next to me, but far above, and I'm still reaching for your love. I used to sing in this room, used to rise just like the moon, but now the walls just echo pain where once there was your name. I wrote you lines in every key, gave you songs that carried me, but when the chorus turned to lies, you left me standing tongue-tied. The words all broke inside my chest, now silence wears my Sunday best. You heard me loud, you heard me clear, now I don't even hear me here. This is where my voice once lived, where love was loud and hope forgives, but now these chords don't resonate, they only tremble, hesitate. I gave you songs, I gave you soul, but silence swallowed up it all. You took the sound I freely give from where my voice once lived. Used to shout in pouring rain, now I whisper through the shame. Each lyric now just tastes like dust, each line a scar that speaks of us. I used to sing like I was fire, now even flames can't lift me higher. You turned your back, but I remain where only ghosts repeat my name. This is where my voice once lived, where every word had more to give. Now all the notes I used to find just echo back, but never shine. I scream for truth, I sang for grace. Now silence haunts this hollow place. You left me bare without the gift of where my voice once lived. Maybe one day sound returns from all the ash and all the burns. Maybe I'll find a brand new tone, not just for you, but for my own. here's where my voice will live. Not just to hurt, not just forgive. I'll sing again, a little cracked, but stronger, 'cause I won't look back. You heard the best, but not the rest. Now I reclaim this hollow chest. You don't decide what I can give. This heart still beats where my voice now lives. You may forget the words I said, but I still sing, though love is dead. You left a note, but not a reason. Just packed your things with the changing season. And I've been chasing every sun, with my heart still undone. I kept the key but lost the door. I whisper truths you don't ask for. Your ghost still sleeps inside my chest, and I can't get this hurt to rest. You said we talked when we were home, but I've been breaking just to cope. Oh, oh, I replay the things we never said, echoes ringing in my head. My heart's still undone, like a war that's never won, like a song without a line. That was yours, that was mine. I keep searching for the thread to stitch the words we left unsaid. You walked away, but I still run, with my heart still undone. Undone. Your sweater's hanging where you left it, like the love you never admitted. I still pretend that you might call, but empty phones don't catch the fall. And I'm still drowning in the why, while you're just gone, no wave goodbye. You vanished like a setting sun, but the night never quite begun. My heart's still undone, living days that never come. You wrote the start and closed the book, left me with the words you took. I built a love you couldn't stay. Now I relive it every day. No ending, no setting sun, just my heart still undone. I don't need you to explain, I just need to lose the pain. But it clings like summer heat to the ground beneath my feet. My heart still undone. Beat for two, now beats for none. I gave you every piece I had, but some goodbyes don't hurt this bad. I'd mend the past if you would try, but even ghosts don't say goodbye. So here I stand, the only one with a heart still undone. Still undone. Love was war, and I've been spun by every bullet and every sun. My heart still undone. You looked at me like I was home, but you were always set to roam. I reached for something real to hold, but your silence was already cold. We kissed beneath the neon signs, where love was sold and borrowed lines. You traced a future in the dark, but never let me touch your heart. Just smile like truth, you move like fate, but every glance came far too late. I begged your eyes to finally land, but they slipped through like desert sand. You had eyes that never stay, like headlights lost in morning haze. You looked right through, then turned away, and left me with the words you never say. You loved me like a passive flame, burned my soul but left no name. You were here, but never made a home in me. Just eyes that never stayed. You danced around the things we were, a ghost in denim and a blur. I gave you all, but you just smiled, as if this love was on trial. And now your shadow fills my room, a moving storm, a quiet wound. I held your gaze like it was mine, but your heart never crossed that line. You had eyes that never stayed, like waves that crash but never stay. You held me close, then slipped away, like promises made at the break of day. You loved me like a secret song, when I was never meant to sing along. You were gone, but for a thrill, those eyes, they never stayed. I'd rather you had looked away and stared at me, then walked away. You gave just enough to feel, but never enough to make it real. You had eyes that never stayed, had me haunted, not betrayed. Still chase the look you gave, but I can't find it in the breeze. So write this song and let it cry for every gaze that said goodbye. You were fire, I was the flame, but you're all there was, the flame that you lied and never stayed. It's the sky, not if you once felt love. There's a song I tried underneath a sleepless night, but the notes just wouldn't stay, and the words all slipped away. I had verses full of pain, rhymes that felt like summer rain, but every line I tried to speak cracked before it reached my cheek. You left like a fading tide. I stayed strong, or just I tried. They say a song can heal the soul, but this one just left a hole. It's a song that couldn't cry, stuck beneath the steel gray sky. No melody could match the ache, no chord strong enough to break. So I played it loud but felt alone, a ghost on every microphone, a truth too deep, a tear too dry. Yeah, this is a song that couldn't cry. I sang for crowds, I smiled wide, but you were missing by my side. And every stage just felt like glass, where echoes of us used to pass. I held my chords, I held my breath, but I never grieved your silent death. I wrote your name in every chord, but no one It's a song that couldn't cry, just a voice too tired to try. No bridge to bring the heart back home, no harmony to stand alone. So I sang it clean, I sang it right, but nothing shook the endless night. It played like truth in a disguise, this song that couldn't cry. Maybe one day I'll find the sound to let this silence hit the ground. But till then, it lives inside a ballad where my tears still hide. It's a song that couldn't cry, a love too proud to even die. I keep it locked inside my chest, a wound that smiles but never rests. And if they ask what broke me most, it's not believing, not the ghost. It's that you left and I stood by with a song that couldn't cry. So I'll keep playing it each night, hoping one day it just might.
We said forever with fire in our eyes, but forever's just a word when the feeling dies. We built our love on sacred ground, but I can't hear your heart now. There's no sound. I held your hand like it was law, but now I see every flaw. The things we swore we'd never break have turned to chains we can't unmake. Stayed through storms, through silent nights, but love shouldn't cost this kind of fight. We made a vow we couldn't keep, and now we lie in it too deep. We're buried in our promise, digging through the silence, holding on to words we said long after the love was dead. We painted truth with gold and flame, but burned it down just the same. Still wearing rings that feel like chains, buried deep in our promise's name. I see your face across the room, but all I feel is quiet doom. We played pretend, we play the part, but there's a war inside each heart. You said you never walk away, but sometimes staying hurts to say. We lost the us we tried to save, and now we lie beside its query, frozen in the honest truth that hurts more than goodbye, but we still can't tell the lie. We made forever out of fear, now we're just two ghosts standing here, tangled up in vows we made very deep in love's parade. If I could go back to that night, would I still choose that firelight? Would I still swear to never fall? Or would I just not swear at all? We're buried in our promise, no fire left to calm this, no tear left we haven't cried, no truth left we one last spark. And if you listen in the dark, you'll hear the one last spark. Build my heart around your touch. Thought your love would be enough. You said jump, I'll catch it all. But you were the hands that let me fall. I gave you faith when mine ran dry. Let you see the parts I hide. Told myself you'd never leave, even as you cut the seams. Now I stand in what remains of love that never took the blame. You held me high just to let go. Now I learn to rise alone. You are the hands that let me fall, the arms I trusted most of all. I reached for you when I was weak, but silence answered every plea. I used to soar, now I crawl, shattered glass through every wall. But I will rise while I crawl the edge. Then let me fall. Then let me fall. I replay every second still, the moment you chose not to feel. And though you smiled with tender grace, you let me break without a trace. Now every scar is yours and mine, a love that snapped right down the line. You swore I'd never hit the ground, but baby, I don't hear you now. You were the hands that let me fall, the voice that used to have it all. I trusted wind, I trusted flame, but all you gave me was your name. And names don't kiss, love can lie. Some of us were born to try, even when the echoes fall from hands that let me fall. Don't reach for me now, it's too late. I've learned how pain reshapes fate. You broke the wings, but not the flight. I found my own kind of light. You were the hands that let me fall, but I stood up, I faced it all. I've bled through hope, I've torn through doubt, but I know who I am now. You lost the chance, you lost the flame, and I'm still standing in the rain, stronger rising through it all from hell. Then let me fall. I don't need your grace at all. I needed it when you let me fall. I planted roses in the rain, hoped you'd come to ease the strain. Built a world with hands wide open, but love needs more than silent tokens. I laid the soil with every word, every dream you might have heard. Watered hope with trembling hands, made you home in shifting sands. But hearts they starve without return, and yours just watched my garden burn. I waited long past every season, sunlight once or twice, just enough to roll the dice. Said forever in your sleep, but promises you couldn't keep. And I believed in every lie until I bloomed a long goodbye. You thought love would grow on air, but flowers die when no one's there. This is the garden you never watered. Now it's nothing like what we started. I gave you rain, I gave you time, you gave me silence, golden mine. I begged you just to take the lead, but you mistook my love for need and walked away while I grew smaller in the garden you never watered. Someday you'll walk past and see the weeds where roses used to be. And maybe then you'll understand you can't grow love with empty hands. This was the garden you never wanted. I was the flame you let get slaughtered. I gave you roots, I gave you spring, you gave me autumn, gave me sting. Now I rise from broken clay, stronger in my own damn way. You lost the bloom you could have honored, you never watered. So here's your stone unturned and dry. This garden's done, so am I. No more footsteps down the hall, no more laughter through the wall. Just the hum of time that won't rewind, and a door they never close behind. You said we'll talk again someday, then you turned and walked away. There's an echo where you stood, in a chair you said you would. I count the hours, not the tears, and every minute feels like years. I'm left in the quiet room, no light, no sound, just thoughts of you. You fill this space with fire and grace. Now in shadows I walk through. You were my song, you were my truth. Now silence plays your last excuse. I'm not healing that too soon. Just left quiet room. The curtains never move these days, like even wind forgot this place. Your sweater's still across the chair, like maybe you return somewhere. The ghosts don't knock and time don't slow, and healing don't come when you don't know. They say the stillness makes you strong, but I've been here way too long. Still left in the quiet room, I'd scream your name. If tears could build, I'd walk away from the prison of the still, a love that broke against my will. I lived in a quiet room, where living in every step too soon. I reached for you, but grasping tight, no spark left to ignite this heart. I know the one thing that this heart, I know the world just moves along. I'm frozen here inside your song. Not forgotten, not immune, just left in the quiet room. Close the door if you ever pass through. And don't forget, I waited for you. You held my hand, looked away, said goodbye like you meant to stay. Your love was written on your breath, but your words just danced with death. You kissed me like the sky was ours, but vanished when the night showed scars. You gave just enough to make me stay, then drifted like smoke in the day. I saw the truth behind your eyes, but it came wrapped in sweet goodbyes. You never said it, but I knew you wore that love like borrowed truth. You're my love in disguise, hiding under half-placed lies. You touched my soul, but not my name. You gave the fire, but not the flame. You held me close, but built a wall. Love just enough to risk it all, then ran when it got real inside you still. My love in disguise. You showed up late, but stayed too long. Said nothing loud, but sang our song. You left your sweater, not your heart. You gave me ends without the start. And I kept hoping you'd reveal the part of you I knew was real. The fear can be a clever mask and a mask, and I never did to ask. You're my love in disguise, smiling through your guarded eyes. Dance around what we both knew, but never said the words need to. You feel alive, stayed on edge, promised truth but spoken pledge. You loved me quiet, never wise. Still you're my love in disguise. I don't need your perfect vow, just need the heart you hide right now. So tear the mask, don't walk away. Let love be loud, not locked away. My love in disguise, but I see through the fear and pride. You tried to hide, you tried to run, but we will fire once begun. And if you're ready, so am I, to meet your truth with eye to eye. Let's stop living separate lives. No more, my love in disguise. You don't have to speak tonight, just don't leave without the fight. You were thunder in the dark. Now I barely hear a spark. Once your name could shake the sky. Now it's just a fading cry. You used to laugh into my chest. Now silence fills where you once slept. We built a world on whispered dreams. Now it's torn at every seam. The louder we try not to break, the quieter our hearts would ache. I still hear us in the walls, but echoes don't return the calls. It's our echo fading slowly, like a song no one will know. We were fire, we were holy. Now we're ash beneath the snow. You don't leave all at once, you slip behind the day. Now love don't even show me, while echo fades away. I still reach across the sheets, half expecting your heartbeat. But time is cruel and so is pride. It took the words we used to hide, and now there's distance in your eyes, like stars too cold to recognize. I hear the ghost of what we said, but even ghosts are moving ahead. It's our echo fading slowly, not a bang, just one last breath. Like the silence in a story that forgot how it was read. We were lightning without fear. Now I barely feel the rain. And this love we swore was only ours. Slipping on the train. If I screamed your name tonight, would it reach the edge of light, or would it just get swallowed whole by the space we used to hold? 'Cause it's our echo fading slowly. No more answers, no more flame, just the sound of us unfolding, like we never wore your name. You don't need to slam the door, the silence does the same. Now I whisper to the lonely, and the echo fades without your name. One lost my every sound. Now there's nothing all around. The TV flickered in the dark. We sat in silence, worlds apart, two shadows on a shared couch. But nothing left to talk about. No slammed doors, no angry cries, just empty forks and tired eyes. We used to dance at 2 a.m., now we don't even pretend. You reached for sleep, I turned away, and love just slipped into decay. It wasn't war, it wasn't pain, just nothing where love used to reign. That was the night we forgot to love. No kisses, no fights, just giving up. No one said it, no one screamed, but the silence cut through every dream. Two hearts beating out of sync, our this my last glance. I didn't ask you for one more chance. We just let the moment pass, like love was made of hourglass. The clock ticked loud, the wine went cold, and something fragile just got old. And I will take the hurt, the scars, if we had just stayed who we are. But that was the night we forgot to love. We let go without even taking off the gloves. No tears, no slam back door, just two hearts that felt no more. I traded the silence for the scream, just to wake us from this dream. But we felt soft on high above that night. We forgot to love. If only we had one more fight, one more kiss to make it right. But we drifted like a ghostly tide, no fire left to even hide. So now I stare at empty space, where once I found your saving grace. No tragedy, no final shove, just the night we forgot to love. And I still wonder what we lost when we stopped caring what lost. We had a place nobody knew, where time stood still, just me and you. No maps, no signs, no morning sun, just us when we were one. Behind the hills, past all the lies, we lit the dark with borrowed skies. A whisper shared, a breath held tight. Our love was made for only night. You held me like a promise sworn, and shadows soft before the storm. We didn't need a world to see, just stars and your arms around me. That's where we hit the moon, so love could rise and fall too soon. No one knew, no one asked. We were safe behind our mask. We called the light out of the dark, left footprints in a field of sparks. We said goodbye like lovers do, but I still believe where we hit the moon. I drive alone down roads we claim, still hear your voice in summer rain. The wind recalls the things we vowed, the silent nights we sang too loud. We burned too bright, we didn't last, but I keep dreaming of our past. I close my eyes and I'm back there, your hand in mine without a care. That's where we hit the moon, where time was just a sweet cocoon. No fear, no clock, just you were moved on, but it's too late for every vow we couldn't take. The stars forgot us way too soon, but I remember where we hit the moon. If love is lost, then let it shine in the place we left behind. No need for daylight's harsh refrain. You and I still live in rain. That's where we hid the moon, a sacred place, a secret tune. I go there still, the dreams alone, to feel your warmth, to hear your tone. The night remembers what we gave, and how the light refused to fade. Even gone, If you ever feel the dark, look up. We left our mark. You wore that smile like Sunday skin, soft and warm but paper thin. I never saw the cracks beneath until your love was lost to grief. You laughed like everything was fine, but silence filled the space between the lines. I kissed your lips, I held your hand, but your heart was miles from where we'd stand. Now I play it back like it was clear, but I was blinded by the year. You smiled just long enough to stay, but your eyes had already walked away. It was the smile you never meant, a perfect lie heaven sent. I fell for every upturned line while your love was running out of time. You played the part, I sang along, but the truth was buried in the song. Now I'm left with the remnant of the smile you never meant. Your laughter echoed down the hall, but your footprints never touched the wall. You looked at me like I was air, just someone breathing, always there. I thought your gaze was soft and true, but now I know it passed right through. You gave me smiles like souvenirs, but never let me near your fears. It was the smile you never meant, a photograph of time you spent. I framed it on my foolish wall, but now that frame begins to fall. But now that frame I chased your joy like chasing light. The shadows followed every night, and every kiss was just cement to the smile you never meant. I would've stayed through all the pain if you had only said my name, with truth behind your lips that day, instead of faking love away. So now I live with what I know, a love too hollow not to show. You get peace that wasn't real, a stage is gripped, a spinning wheel. And though I gave you all I had, you smiled through me, and that's the sad. It's not the loss that brings lament, the smile you never meant. I still see it in my sleep, in a thought, and thoughts in deep. You said forever under gray skies. You held my hand, I believed your eyes. The storm rolled in, but we stood tall. Never thought we'd lose it all. The city lights were blurred by tears, but I still saw us through the years. We danced through puddles like we knew that even storms could carry truth. But thunder cracks and people change, and promises just rearrange. You faded like a whispered name and left me standing in the rain. It's just love left in the rain, like footsteps washed away in pain. You said you'd stay, then turned away, left your heart where the water lay. Now every drop feels like goodbye, falling from a faithless sky. And I'm still here calling your name, drenched in love, left in the rain. I wore your jacket like a vow, still heavy on my shoulders now. I watched the clouds steal all our blue, but I still waited there for you. The sky broke first, and so did we, in silence soaked in misery. The echo of your last refrain still lingers with the cold it rains. Just love left in the rain, like letters burning down the drain. You kissed me once and closed the door. I waited till I felt no more. The storm knew all I couldn't say, like how you washed our world away. Still I'm the fool who stayed in vain with our love left in the rain. I'd take the flood, I'd bear the storm, if you'd come back and keep me warm. But all you gave was one last glance, and let go of our second chance. Now it's love left in the rain, like tears that never learned your name. I hold the ghost, I chase the sound of thunder where your heart was found. You left me with this aching sky, and all the reasons why we die, still waiting under cold gray pain for our love left in the rain. So if you see a shadow there, it's me, still standing where you left the air. There's a clock above my bed, stuck on the words we never said, ticking still, but not for me. It just reminds me what used to be. We were young and full of flame, thought we'd never play the blame. But time has teeth and love grows thin, when pride won't let the truth come in. I should have held you when you cried, should have fought, instead I lied. Now the room still smells like rain, but you're not here to ease the pain. And I'm staring at a clock that won't turn back, with every second etched in black. I'd give my soul for one more night, to say the words to make it right. But time's a thief, and I'm the proof that love can drown inside the truth. Now I'm haunted by the lack of a clock that won't turn back, of a clock that won't turn back. I hear your voice in every song, like you've been here all along. But echoes only lie so well, they can't replace the way you felt. And though I reach, I only feel the shadow of what was real. I beg for time to just rewind, but back. If I could steal the moon and sun, I'd trade them just to be the one. You run to a world was cold, and at a closer walls the walls. Just staring at a clock that won't turn back. I'll curl one's teeth, the one to Christ. You let you when the world was cold, but I let go before I was old. Still staring at a clock that won't turn back. Regret runs deep along the cracks. I try it's hard to feel your breath, to stop the silence after death. But now it's done, and I must pay for every time I walked away. You were my future, now you're fact, in a clock that won't turn back. So if you hear me in the dark, know your love still stops the clock in my heart. I smile like I mean it, I play the part, but there's a tremble underneath my heart. The crowd sees light, the world sees gold, but there's a silence I still hold. You said goodbye with eyes wide shut, left behind the songs and cuts. And now I sing to fill the space, but your name's still in every phrase. They cheer and shout, they know the tune, but I'm still haunted by the moon. I hit the notes, I wear the shine, but I'm still yours between the lines. There are shadows beneath my voice, every lyric hides the noise of all the nights I cried alone, of whispered lies and dial tones. I sound strong, I look so brave, but you're the echo I can't save. Behind each line, behind the choice, are shadows beneath my voice. I write new songs, I change the key, but every road still leads to it. I try to sing you into smoke, but even silence knows you spoke. You're not a chorus I forget, you're the verse I still regret. So when they say I sing with soul, they don't know you made me whole. There are shadows beneath my voice, hiding truths I can't avoid. Every stage I take I found your letter in a box, tucked behind some broken clocks. It smelled like rain, it bled like time, and every word still rhymed with mine. I wore that jacket you once loved, the one that smelled like fire and dust. Drove past the diner down on Fifth, where every booth still holds a myth. The ghosts are kind, they don't complain, they just whisper through the window pane. I don't chase what fades away, but it still finds me anyway. Now there's dust on my yesterday, on the songs we used to play. I don't cry like I used to do, but that don't mean I'm over you. I just walk through a different light, sleep a little more at night. I'm not broken, just a little gray, dust on my yesterday. I've been through towns that look like us, with rusted dreams and worn out trust. I've kissed some lips, I've felt some highs, but none can match your last goodbye. Still I toast to what we were, and let your name float in the blur. You were a fire I couldn't hold, but not every ember turns cold. So there's dust on my yesterday, but the heartbeat never strays. I learned to laugh between the tears, and wear my scars like souvenirs. I don't chase the wind no more, but I leave the back door never closed, 'cause every love still finds its way through dust on my yesterday. I don't wish to turn the page, but I still read it now and then. You're not a wound, you're just a wave that comes and goes like an old friend. So I'll keep the dust on my yesterday, let it lie where shadows fade. It's not regret, it's not defeat, it's just a song that's bittersweet. And if I see you in a dream, I'll smile and roll downstream. Some things fade, and that's okay. Let there be dust on my yesterday. Yeah, let it rest. Let it. The sky still turns, but not for me. This room's a shell where love used to be. Your shadow fades behind the blinds, but I still watch for morning light. You used to rise before the sun, laughing soft, coffee on the run. You filled the silence with your breath. Now silence feels like something left. I stare out through this empty frame, and it don't glow the same. I'll wait for dawn, I'll wait for grace, but it's just glass in your old place. This is a window without morning, a view that lost its name. You left in a window without morning. The clock still ticks, the world moves on, but time is cruel when you're gone. I trace your name on misted glass, but the wind just wipes it fast. The day begins but won't begin, not without you walking in. The birds still sing, but not for me. They fly right past our history. This is a window without morning, sees the light but feels the night. Your ghost returns without a warning, like a memory dressed in white. I reach but never find a landing. Breathe but nothing feels quite right. You were the sun that gave me dawning. Now I fade at a window without morning. If love is light, then yours went dark. Left this heart with just a spark. I keep the blinds half open wide, still hoping time turns back the tide. This is a window without morning, where hope once wore your face. Now it's just a hollow warning that love can leave without a trace. I pray skies that don't remember. I beg the sun to still arrive, but all I see is gray and yawning through this glass where I survive. So if you're out there, still adorning some other dawn, some warmer place, know I'm still here at our window without morning. You looked right through me yesterday, like I was just another face. But I remember every line you used to trace with hands in time. We carved our names in hotel beds, told secrets with no words. Said I still see you in the rain, and streetlights calling out my name. But now your eyes don't even flinch, like love was gone without a hint. Was I that easy to erase? Was I just a phase your face? Tell me how you forgot my face, like a dream you can't retrace. We were thunder, now you're calm, like I was never in your arms. I get the years you gave me space, now I'm the ghost you can't replace. You lost the one you can't replace, but tell me how you've forgotten my face. I kept your picture in my coat, but now it's just a cruel joke. 'Cause you walked by, you never slow, like love was something you outgrow. The songs we swore ours to keep don't even stir you in your sleep. I still bleed the days we made while you just let it all decay. So how'd you forget my face? Erase my name without a trace. You kissed me like forever, but forever never quite returned. I shouted through the hurt and haze, but silence answered anyway. Now I'm a fire you can't replace, still wondering how you forgot my face. forgot my face. You turned away, but I still see your memory looking back at me. Sky cracked open like my chest, as if the clouds could feel the rest. And in that storm I swore I saw your name written across it all. You left in silence, no last call, no slammed door, no curtain fall, just a whisper in the midnight breeze. In a scent of you I couldn't freeze. Now every window brings me pain when it fogs up with your name. They say time dries every tear, but the rain still brings you near. It's the rain that wrote your name on every sidewalk, every pane, like a ghost that never fades, like the kiss I can't replace. It's falling like you did that night when love let go without a fight. And I've never been the same since the rain that wrote your name. I've tried to love, I've tried to lie, told myself I said goodbye, but every storm pulls me back in to where your lips had once been. You're in the thunder, in the air, in every drop that finds me there. I trace your name on fogged up glass, like maybe time will take it back. But it's the rain that wrote your name in the cracks of this window pane. You never stayed but never left. You haunt the breath I haven't kept. And when the heavens start to cry, I see your shadow passing by. Every storm still calls the same. The rain that wrote your name. I don't need a photograph. Your face comes back with every crash of lightning breaking through the dark, like the first time you broke my heart. So when the sky forgets the sun and the downpour has begun, I don't run, I don't pretend, I just wait for you again. Not a dream I can outrun, with every cloud that blocks my sun, a love I never could reclaim. And the rain still writes your name. And when I'm gone, let it be known you were the storm I call home, forever carved in drops and flame. In the rain that wrote your name. The loudest sound I ever knew was when the door closed behind you. No crash, no scream, no final flame, just silence that whispered your name. Your coffee cup still knows your lips, the air still hums your fingertips. I speak to walls that never lie, They echo back a long goodbye. The radio won't play our song, even it knows you've been gone. But there's a voice in quiet air that tells me you're still. When silence knew your name, it carved it deep inside my veins. In every pause, in every breath, you're louder now than even death. I scream into the open space, but find you in the calmest place, where nothing speaks and yet you came. The moment silence knew your name. I walk the streets we used to roam. The quiet made me feel alone, but even footsteps on the stone spelled out the way you called me home. You're in the spaces that I keep between my waking and my sleep. I don't hear you in the crowd, but when it's still, you're somehow loud. When silence knew your name, it burned it deep beneath my shame. For every word I never said, now silence shouts it in my head. You're in the wind before the storm, in everything that once was warm. No noise remains to stake its claim, but silence still knows your name. I used to fear the quiet nights, now they're where you hold me at night. Now they're where you hold me tight. In empty rooms and broken skies, you're there. No need for last goodbyes. When silence knew your name, it healed me slow with gentle pain. You're not a ghost, you're not a dream, you're just the hush beneath the screen. And when I'm lost without a flame, I'll wait where silence knows your name. So don't send thunder, don't send rain, just meet me there, where silence knew your name. I lit the flame, you watched it die. I held the truth, you sold the lie. And every time I tried to stay, you turned your heart the other way. I stood by when you were cold, built a home from stories told. You kissed me like a setting sun, beautiful, and then you run. I gave you love you couldn't taste, you gave me time you wouldn't waste. I cried alone, you didn't see, but you never cried for me. These are the tears I didn't deserve, falling hard for the love that swerved. I broke down while you stood tall, you walked away, found nothing at all. I held on when I should've let go, loved a stranger I used to know. You never gave, just watched me hurt. Now I'm done with the tears I didn't deserve. You wore regret like perfume light, only when the room turned bright. But in the dark you shut me down, left me drowning while you drowned me out. I asked for truth, you gave me games. 100 nights, no one to blame. You turned your back, said it was fate, but fate don't lie, you twist and wait. These are the tears I didn't deserve, written deep into every verse. I played in silence, sang in pain, while you just danced in the rain. I begged for love, you gave a test. Now I see I gave my best to someone too afraid to hurt, so they handed me tears I didn't. No more waiting for you to feel, no more bleeding just to heal. I found my voice inside the burn. These tears won't beg, they'll just return. These were the tears I didn't deserve, but they taught me how self-love works. I gave my all, and that was true, but I've got nothing left for you. I'm walking out, not turning back. With every step I take me back. You lost the love you couldn't serve. Now cry your own tears, you just might deserve. I don't hate you, but I've learned not all pain is something earned.